Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the class. This is our first meeting as a 10th grader.
Morning, Miss.
Morning to you. My name is Athalia Aritorang. You can call me Miss Atta, but just don't call me by Athalia. That would be disrespectful. Today we're going to talk about argumentative essay, which is a really cool part. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for today. This is the outline for our topics. So first of all, of course, we're going to discuss about what is argumentative essay today. First, we're going to have the introduction of what is argumentative essay. We're going to learn about it, try to understand it. And then the second, of course, we're going to learn about the components of argumentative essay, because the components are the key to make a good argumentative essay and to make a really thorough essay as well. And then for the third and fourth activity, which will, we will going to combine it together. We're going to try to analyze and look at a correct way of argumentative essay. So yeah, today's gonna be fun. And next slide, please. Good. Okay, so before we continue to the introduction, let's do a quick recap of what we have learned before. So can anyone tell me what are the other types of essay that we have learned?
Narrative.
Nice.
Expository.
Good job.
Descriptive.
Wonderful. That's awesome, guys. Yes, those are the three essays. Next slide, please. Okay, so before we have explained what Ruben said about expository, which is about explaining. And what is exactly an expository essay? As we all know, it is an essay that provides a clear, focused explanation of a topic, but it doesn't require an original argument. It's just a balanced, well-organized view of a topic. As you can see here, this is like an example of an expository essay. How printing press changed European society. And then it also tests your familiarity with the topic and your ability to organize and convey your information through this kind of essay. They are commonly assigned, at right now in high school or preparation test essay. And the second, correct, we said is a narrative essay, which is when you tell a story. For example, like last night I saw a lion kiss a deer. And maybe in your previous class you have learned about recount text by Miss Lady, if she ever appeared. And narrative is kind of that way. And narrative essay is the one that tells a story. This usually story about the personal experience. And then it also can be about imaginative exploration of something that you have not experienced yet. And narrative essay test your ability to build up a narrative in a where you can be engaging in a well-structured way. And this is more creative than other kind of academic writing, which is the expository essay. And then the last, we have descriptive essay. That's a wonderful job from Atan. Yes, descriptive essay is what you can see. It's going to describe of something. It provides a detailed sensory description, and they also want you to be like a narrative, but in very specific way in according to an object that you are trying to describe. So wonderful job, guys. And next. All right, let's get into the fun part. So we're going to talk about the argumentative essay. So brief introduction. An argumentative essay is a genre of writing that requires the student to investigate a topic, collect, generate, and evaluate evidence, and establish position on a topic in a concise manner. And the thing about argumentative essay is that it consists of detailed research that allows you guys to learn about this topic that you don't understand, and then you have to understand another point of view in your topic as well. So you're gonna have to have a part where you also try to understand the opposing side of views. And regardless of the amount of types of research involved, argumentative essays must establish a clear thesis and follow sound reasoning. Next slide, please. All right, so as Ruben said, we have an expository essay. Maybe you guys are confused about what is expository essay and argumentative essay, because they are quite familiar. And yes, it's true. Maybe you are so confused about the difference. So some confusion may occur between these two essays, and these two genres are very similar but also very different in terms of pre-writing or the invention of it, or in the research of it. So the argumentative essay is commonly assigned the argumentative essay requires more research and lots of planning. Argumentative writing usually used in capstone project that involves thorough research. Capstone project can also be undergraduate thesis, and also it can be like a paper or a journal that is an argumentative essay. While in expository, it requires less research and really short in length, and usually used for in-class exercises and tests such as GRE. Next slide, please. Alright, we are going to talk about the components of argumentative essay. So for you to create a stunning writing, it is best for you to simplify your thoughts. Start with an outline of a topic. First, identify your highlights, which can be applied to whatever subject you plan on discussing. Now, this is a really important part of an argumentative essay because we are going to learn and try to dissect what are the things that are going to make a whole and a full and a well-prepared argumentative essay. Next slide, please. Okay, so here we have 5 components of argumentative essay. So first, we're going to have a claim. So what is a claim? Making a claim is just like a fancy way of saying that you're stating your point. A claim tells what you think is true about a topic based on your knowledge and your research. Claims are the critical pieces of content in the body of a good argumentative essay. So the author provides the claims to support their thesis statement. And also, you have to remember there is a thin layer between claims and the author's perspective. And so scholarly text supports claims and provide evidence to prove them correctly. Besides giving evidence, the writer must make it clear how claims is going to strengthen your thesis. Next, we have counterclaims. So counterclaims, or we can call it as rebuttal, is just an opposite side of a claim. When you're planning an argument, you need to know what the counterclaim might be used so that you can make sure that you disapprove it with your reasons and evidence. However, when you make a counterclaim, you have to make it clear how they don't hold up anymore. And when you address this counterclaim, make sure you are respectable and try to credit them, but also you have to explain why their argument is no longer valid. And next we have reason. Reason is pretty simple. A reason makes someone care and tells importance of the claim based to your argumentative essay. And then the evidence is that you have to have a data to support your claims. And all the facts and figures that students find is presented as evidence in the argumentative essays body section. In academic writing guidelines, students can only give evidence to back up their scholarly sources claim. And finally, we're going to have a conclusion, of course. So the conclusion is a part where argumentative essay, where the writer rests on their matter and they going to convince you more on why your points matter and it stands out the most. So in this conclusion, you have to avoid making new arguments or making new section, because in this part you have to conclude it, you have to summarize it, and you have to persuade your readers, and you can make like a sentence that ends in a question mark and trying to persuade them emotionally. Next slide, please. Alright, so now we are going to look at the examples and do a little exercise on argumentative essay. Alright, so here we have an argumentative essay. This is the real argumentative essay example. So in here we have an essay called "Students Who Study Abroad Achieve Greater Success." So in this text, the writer actually making a reason or making a point on why students who traveled abroad is going to achieve greater success and broader knowledge. Hence, they are going to make it better in life rather than people who are not interested in study abroad. So if you can we scroll up a little bit, please? Up, not down, up. Yes. So in here I have made like a highlight. So in the yellow you can see it's going to be a claim. The green is going to point out the evidence of this essay, and the orange is going to be the reasoning. Blue is the counterclaim, and purple is the conclusion. And as we can see from the title itself, "Students Who Study Abroad Achieve Greater Success," you can see the claim here that students who study abroad will learn more in that semester abroad than any other day in academics. And they also prepare that in here it says that students who study abroad will know about other cultures and thus will bring more into the conversation. And then scroll down, please. And then in here we can see I have three green highlights that points out the evidence. The evidence is provided with a data and a really valid statistics. Like for example, in here we have a 90% of statistics. We have 97%, and then we have numbers for like within 12 months, and then we also have a real scholar with a real citation involved in the making of the article. And then in here, the orange part is going to have the reasoning. And then can you scroll down a little bit, please? Scroll. All right, this is the counterclaim. The counterclaim would be about the parents who disapprove about their students going to study abroad because of several reasons. But in here, the points is also addressed in an appropriate manner, and it's going to be rebutted in a safe manner as well. And going to the conclusions. This is the conclusion of the article, and then we can see here the author makes a question for the readers to also evaluate on themselves, and going to like reevaluate and going to convince them about why they should support this argumentative essay. It's like, why not make an appointment with the Study Abroad Center at your university? You have nothing to lose by starting a conversation today. Okay, that is the examples. Now, next slide, please. Okay, so that is all for today's class, and thank you guys for coming, and remember, arguing is never intimidating. Now that you have known the structures, you can actually produce your own argumentative essay. And don't forget to always be critical, because that is the foundation of making an argument. And thank you guys for coming today. I'll see you guys next week.